My wife said she was heading out for a girls' night. Something casual. Just her and Mia catching up over drinks. I didn't think much of it. Why would I? We'd been married for 4 years. Trust wasn't something I questioned. But all that cracked open the second I picked up my phone that evening and saw the Snapchat notification. Mia had posted a video. Just a few seconds long, blurry from the low light of some crowded bar, but clear enough to see Lisa, my wife, sitting on a stranger's lap, laughing like a teenager without a care in the world, his hands gripping her hips like I didn't even exist. The image hit me like a sucker punch. Not because I'd gone looking for it, not because I was suspicious, but because it landed right in my lap with no warning. One moment I was scrolling through snaps. The next, my stomach dropped and my pulse slowed. I didn't yell. I didn't call. I didn't even flinch. I just replied with 3 words, "Nice girls' night." Then I locked my phone and leaned back, already knowing exactly how the rest of this would play out. Minutes later, her name lit up on my screen. Lisa, crying, rambling something about how it was all just a dare. I chuckled, not out of amusement, but because of how painfully predictable she was. So I gave her a dare of my own. Go find somewhere else to stay. She tried to spin it. Lisa was always good at that, turning herself into the victim, twisting narratives like thread between her fingers. She had a way of manipulating sympathy out of people, had done it to others more times than I could count. But this time, her tricks weren't landing. Not with me. When I finally answered after her 4th call, she was already in pieces. Her voice cracked, and I could hear the panic flooding in. "Liam, please just let me explain." I cut her off with a quiet laugh. "Here's my dare, Lisa. Go find another place to live." I ended the call, blocked her, and just like that, it was done. I wasn't raging. I wasn't heartbroken. I wasn't anything. That scared her more than any yelling ever could, because indifference is louder than anger. I'd reached the point beyond pain. I wasn't looking for explanations, and I definitely wasn't handing out forgiveness. I was just over it. Lisa thought she still had time, that she could talk her way out of it, that she'd come home, cry, beg, and the story would flip in her favor. But by the time she returned, the apartment was unrecognizable. Her keys still worked on the front door, but the bedroom was locked. The Wi-Fi password was changed. Her clothes were packed in black trash bags, stacked neatly near the entrance. The fridge was empty except for a note taped to the shelf. "You're not welcome here." She didn't get the confrontation she'd probably rehearsed on the way over. No fight, no drama, just silence. A hollow echo where home used to be. I didn't stay to watch her unravel. I already knew how it would go. The messages started first. "Liam, what the hell?" Then, "Why is the bedroom locked?" No reply. Another call. Ignored. Then the desperation kicked in. "Please talk to me. I don't know what to do." And just like that, the shift happened. For the first time, she realized she wasn't in control anymore. Her texts kept coming, longer, more frantic. "I know I messed up, but this is too far. I don't have anywhere to go. You can't do this to me, Liam. Please." The same woman who laughed while perched on another man's lap now had her pride scattered across unread messages. And when I finally did reply, it was only to say, "Hope that dare was worth it." Then I blocked her again. Lisa had always landed on her feet. She believed she could charm her way out of anything. She'd always had someone to catch her. Friends, family, me. But this time, nobody showed up. Mia, the friend who posted the video, was the first to shut her out. When Lisa turned up at her door, tears spilling, suitcase in hand, Mia didn't even let her in. I'm not getting involved in this. Brutal. The rest of her little party crew ghosted her too. All the girls who had cheered her on that night, who had clinked glasses and laughed with her, were suddenly nowhere to be found. No one wants to be associated with betrayal when it starts to stink. Her last resort? Her parents. But I'd already sent a quiet message to her mom. Nothing dramatic. Just enough. "Hey, just a heads up, Lisa might be heading your way. You might want to ask her why she lost her place before you let her in." That was all it took. By the time she dragged herself to their front porch, they were already waiting with the truth. The story she was planning to spin never had a chance. A few days later, I got one last message. Just a line. I deserve this. I get it now. But I truly did love you. I stared at it for a few seconds, then deleted it. No reply, because I was done. Lisa always figured she'd bounce back. She thought she could patch the cracks, start over. But this time, everything collapsed. She tried to get her own place. Problem was, she was still working part-time, something she always said she'd change eventually. That eventually never came. Without my support, her paycheck didn't even stretch far enough for rent. She ended up couch hopping, crashing wherever she could, hoping not to wear out her welcome. A week later, she reached out again. Not with an apology, not to admit fault, just to test the waters. Hey, think we could meet and talk? I didn't answer. Then another, not about getting back together, just to clear the air. I read it, let it sit, then deleted it. There was nothing left to clear. She wanted closure. I wanted her to live with what she'd done. Her biggest fear wasn't losing me. It was seeing me live like I'd never needed her at all. And that's exactly what happened. I wasn't being petty. I wasn't showing off. But when she saw me out with friends one afternoon, new haircut, new energy, carrying a version of myself that no longer had any trace of her, I saw the moment hit her. She froze. Her expression crumbled. She looked like someone who hadn't slept in days, like she'd aged 5 years in 2 weeks. And me? I walked right past her like she never existed. Because the best revenge is a life so good, they can't recognize it without you in it.